Tom Brady's birth name is Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. He was born on August 3, 1977 in San Mateo, California.
That's right, the man, the myth, the legend. We have to get into my entire collection of the GOAT. All his football cards coming up right now. What's going on? Bowman 1951 here. I have been a huge Tom Brady fan ever since I moved to the Boston area in the year 2000. So I got to see his entire career, span 20 years here in New England, and now 1 year in Tampa Bay while he's off to the Super Bowl. I've also been back in the hobby for almost 4 years now, and ever since, Tom Brady is the player who got me back into it, and I started super collecting him very early on, and this is the fruits of my labor. 433 Tom Brady cards. We're not going to get into every single one here. We are going to go over some highlights. I have about 70 that are graded. You'll see those flanking on the left and right. And then about 350 raw in the background. I know I've got also a few off for grading, approaching 450 cards. I also have some coming from ComC in a most previous order, and I've been buying a bunch more this week to add to my collection. We can just thumb through one of these raw stacks while I begin talking about where a lot of these came from. So with the local shows here in the Boston area, you know, there's always a dealer or two that would have some available. It's not all high-end stuff. You can see there's a lot of base here. I just kind of wanted to show off a stack just so people believe that they were all Brady. We get into a second one here. So ComC purchases, a couple from eBay. And one of the biggest purchases I made was I bought somebody's Patriots collection on eBay for about $100. Sight unseen, they just put like a 4,000 count box up on eBay, and I was lucky and ended up with a bunch of these. Like you can see a lot of duplicates of this base, I think from 07 or 08 tops. You know, a lot of the duplicates are from that buy. There's even a stack hiding back here. Let's get into some of the grades. I think these are all 9s. 2015 Topps Fire, that's a fun one. It is numbered to 25. Yeah, I've got these sorted out by grade. Here's all my run of Topps Chrome, which I'm trying to finish, but I keep submitting them and they continue to come back in 9. So that's the start of it. Where should we go next? I want to show off these 3 groupings of the raw cards and then that one stack. We'll get into a bit of these a little slower here as I go into kind of like a story of where they came from, a little bit about each card and why I do enjoy some of these more than some of the others. So it all started right around the summer of 2017. I was over at my wife's cousin's house, and he got out a bunch of Brady rookies that he had. I didn't know anything about cards. I didn't thought they were, you know, effectively worthless based on what I remembered from my childhood. And when he started telling me, like, this one's worth, you know, a few $1,000s, and this one's worth whatever. And then he shows me the creme de la creme, the champ ticket. And at the time, it may have been pushing 20,000. And this was, like I said, 2017. I was in awe. I didn't understand why this particular card was so expensive. And then I learned about serial numbers. This one's numbered to 100. It's one of his only autographs from the 2000 year that's serial numbered. So I became obsessed at that point with looking into Patriots cards and Brady cards. And this is, again, the fruits of my labor from the past 4 years. We'll get into some of these, and I've also actually shown off that champ ticket in a few videos in the past. I can link to one down below if you want to go check it out yourself. It is still with the family, and that $20,000 card is probably, my guess, is approaching the $700,000 to $800,000 range, if not approaching $1 million at this point. If he wins the Super Bowl in about a week, sky's a limit. So here's just some foil and some color. I really like this winning ticket. I don't think it's numbered there. I want to get some more numbered Brady's. That is now on my list. We're going to show off a few here. Foil. Just pulled this one from the Euphoria box from Filmington. Love this one here. Still might send that one off for grading someday. Nice foil from Playoff. So yeah, a lot of these are foils. This one is one of my absolute favorites. And I featured it in my top 20 Tom Brady cards of all time that I enjoy. It's got that die cut, the Super Bowl ring there. More foil. That's how I group these here. I think we're off the foils. Really dig this retro Fleer Traditions 2019 Donruss. This is the blue image variation. Just pulled that one off of Comp C. Always dig the Bowman Heritage. Beautiful, beautiful card. Have this one on my top 20 list too. I love the white on white for this. I think it's 2010 base score Tom Brady. Just pulled this one off of Comp C. This is the black. If you know, it's hard to tell, but it is like a raised frame there, and this is the black version. And finally from the stack, this is going to be a Topps Inception. Everybody forgets how nice football cards were from Topps just a few years back, and this is numbered to 1, 2, 3. Of course, speaking of Topps, we've got a Topps run. I'm going to go through. I am more obsessed with the Topps Chrome run between 2003 and 2015 for Brady than I am really like Optic or Select, even Prism. Just not as big of a fan compared to the Topps Chrome. So this is actually a Topps Finest. That's just the base. Here's a very early Topps Chrome. I'm sure that pricing is a little off now. Then I get a, oh, we're in the paper here. Sorry about that. So I've also got a run of all the paper base. One of my favorites too. This goes again from like 2002 all the way up to 2015. One of the ugliest versions. This might have been one of the last. This is the 2002, one of the oldest Topps produced. This might be Brady's first because he's got only a Bowman or other iterations of his rookie card. There's a 2002 weekly wrap-up on to 2003. And pretty proud of this one too. This is the camo. It's a Super Bowl card, but it is numbered out of 399 there. So any Topps serial numbered cards that you can find, Brady, get your hands on those quickly. And here is the gold, I think from 2012. Yeah, that's gonna be numbered out of 2012, 1098 there. I don't have a lot of these, so they are pretty coveted in my collection and getting much more difficult to find. We saw a bit of chrome there. In this final stack of the raw, we are gonna go through a lot of chrome. And we're gonna start off with the Optic. Got all the base from the last couple of years. There's the Prisms. I think I've got most of these base. Collegiate Prism, Prism Draft. And now we're on to Topps Chrome. Man, do I freaking love the 2010. These are getting harder and harder to find. Usually off center. 2003 weekly wrap-up. Chrome inserts. There's like an 05 or 06. Sorry I can't identify all these right off the bat. There's like a 14 or 15. Pretty sure that's 2005. And might as well show this one right away. I put this one out for grading, and it came back on one of my 10s. Ring of Honor. Topps Chrome. Pretty early on, like 04. Here's a mini. 2015, I believe. I got some more Finest. There's some Finest base. And don't sleep on or don't forget about the Topps Chrome, or I'm sorry, the Bowman Chrome. A lot of these are very early as well, 03 through like 07. And then we got the paper Bowman as well. So we've got the white version here and the black there. A lot of these Bowmans are black bordered. I'm just starting to notice that. I haven't sent a lot of them off for grading because they are extremely tough with those black borders. Here's one from 04. That's going to end the final stack there of our raw cards. And let's get into some other jersey cards as well as a stack of graded. Guess we'll do my jerseys first. Not a huge stack of those. I think this is a 2004. I bought this from a local card show about 2 years ago. game-worn jerseys. All the old jersey cards from Brady are game-used. PSA 9, I believe I picked up at the National in 2018. This one says game-used on the actual card itself. Another mint 9. These are thicker cards. You can see the PSA case is even thicker. So these are really tough to gem. And then these two were recent holiday editions from my Blowout Secret Santa. Dig this one at a 99. This is going to be an upper deck. Look at that patch in the end. Just gorgeous. And then we've got a team tandems here of Troy Brown and another beautiful patch from Absolute Memorabilia for Tom Brady. This one numbered as well. It is. Oh yeah, 8 out of 25. Absolutely gorgeous. One that's going to be in my collection for a very, very long time. Almost all of these are going to be in my collection for a long time. If anybody's looking for some good tips and wants to start collecting Brady, I'd say you could always start with a nice Topps paper run. They are not that expensive yet. Topps Chrome, many of the raw are pushing $5 to $10 each now, especially the earlier cards. But paper, you can still get some of them under $1, like on ComC. Have this 2015 60th anniversary in a 10. This is a face-to-face with Roethlisberger from Dunder's Elite, and this is numbered out of 299. 268 out of 299. Love this one. eBay 1 of 1 Dunder's Elite from 2011. Check it out. Number 1 out of 49. Not for sale. Staying right here. I still want to get a run of Brady in the Spellbounds from 2017 Dunder's Elite. This is a 10. I got it at a local card shop. Here is an X-Fractor from 2014. Self-submitted. Came back a 10. Self-submitted refractor. I don't have a ton of refractors. They're pushing probably $30 to $40 raw now. Much, much more if you can find a 10 of the refractors. This one's from 2013. Have two nice Phoenixes here in a 10, both from 2017, the pink and the purple. Topps Finest, another X-Fractor. Look at that shine. 2015. And while it's a 9, these are extremely tough with the black borders, as I mentioned with the Bowmans in the past. This is going to be the rainbow foil from 2013. One of my favorites. And of course, we have to save the best for last. I'm going to show off the two flanking on the very left and right. Did want to say that I have 3 Tom Brady rookies. I've got a 2000 Pacific in my display case that I did not bring out for this video, actually. And I've got the 2000 SP Authentic number to 1250 that is not available to show. That is sitting in Pennsylvania in a safe location. That was a present to my unborn child from the gentleman who owns the Brady rookies and got me into it a couple years back. I will always be so appreciative of what he gifted our family, and just couldn't be happier with that card. It has now jumped up over 30,000. There was a real sale on eBay right after Brady headed to the Super Bowl, and who knows if he wins number 10, what'll happen with that card. I've shown this off in some recent videos. Here it is again, the 2000 Bowman. I picked this up right at the end of December, and I could not have timed this any better. It's a near mint to mint 8. Now this paper is extremely tough. You can see left and right centering is just a bit off. There are very few 10s of this card. It's probably under a 15% pop on the 10s. So the 9s are now over 3K, and the 8s are pushing $2,000 as of January 2021. And this one I absolutely love too. This is one of my best patch cards, one of my lowest patch numbered cards. This is going to be from Gridiron Gear of 2005. And look at that chunky patch in there. It is numbered 11 out of 17. We just missed the jersey numbered card there. Have this one on display in my home very often because I really dig that card. I've had it up for sale even a couple times at shows. Had some interest in it, but we just couldn't come to an agreement on price. I probably price it a little high, because if somebody wants it, they're going to have to pay a steep price for that. That rarely comes to market from what I've seen. I guess I'll grab one more raw stack as we head towards the end of this video. If you are a new Tom Brady collector yourself, feel free to hit me up if you have any questions about any of the cards that are out there. I am nowhere near done. I'm going to focus on some rare inserts. And, you know, as those cards continue to come out in the future, we have to buy some more, especially in the jerseys for Tampa Bay now. These are more low end from mid-2000s. There we go. Love this turkey red coming up that I spotted. There it is. Not a high-end card. Brady's affordable for many collectors, like Jordan. You know, you can buy Jordan cards for $1 or $2. These are a bit older. There's probably a 2002 playoff honors. I need to get these better sorted. I'm always like putting them by year or by card type. I never can really keep it straight in terms of how I want to store my Brady cards, but I usually know exactly where they are. Right now, I've got them by like Topps paper, Topps chrome, Bowman paper, Bowman chrome. That seems to work best for me, and eventually I'll get them in year order as well. Best of luck to Thomas Edward Brady as he heads into Super Bowl number 10. Nobody wants to really see him go 6-4 in the Super Bowls. Plus, Mahomes will get his chance once Brady's out of the way in a couple years. And Mahomes will probably go on a run that may even get close to or match how many wins Brady has. We can end the video on one more time this X-Fractor from 2014 Topps Chrome. Hope you enjoyed this video. I always love searching out Tom Brady video collections myself and seeing others who have posted them. But hey, I have yet to see one that has approached 500 cards. So let's see it, people. If you got a video out there that can match this or go above it, let's see it. We'll see you at the next video. Bowman 1951 out.